Yo guys, what's going on and welcome back to another video. Today I'm back with part number 12 of my F1 2016 career mode. Today we are at the German Grand Prix, the Hockenheim circuit. As you can see on screen, we have our engine upgrade from the end of last episode, or the start of last episode. But thanks to that upgrade, we are now faster in the performance chart than Williams, just behind Red Bull. So hopefully we will be able to beat Williams consistently in the races. But let's go to practice. Here are my resource points for practice. I didn't do too bad at Hockenheim circuit. I managed to get the qualifying pace, which we seem to be getting better at. Apart from tyre management, I'm shit at that. But without further ado, let's go to qualifying.
Welcome to Germany for today's qualifying session at the famous Hockenheim ring. The pit lane lights will turn green in the next minute or two to signify the start of qualifying. This is a track that tends to ask quite a lot of the tyres, both front and rear. So is it fair to say a great deal of management will be needed in order to do well here?
Tyre wear is always something you have to consider to a certain degree. Finding a good car balance that suits the circuit will help prolong the life of the tyre, but it's true that some circuits, such as this one, are more challenging than others. How hard you can push them depends on your strategy and how tight the battle is around you.
So here's the result for Q1. We managed to get P7 on the grid. We actually managed to beat Lewis Hamilton, who was on the harder tyre, sorry. But we managed to get P7. The biggest shock being Daniel Ricciardo out in Q1, so it seems there's always one major contender that seems to go out in Q1. Here's our result for Q2, we managed to get P6, so we make it into Q3. We have some decent pace around here, so hopefully we can carry it through to Q3. But let's go and see how I did in Q3. Yeah, not too good a Q3 session. We managed to get P10. Pretty poor lap from us. But without further ado, let's go to the race and see if we can chase down our 4th podium in a row. Here are our resource points for qualifying. We managed to go up to 600 and once it loads, 613 resource points. Here is the rivalry. Did we out-qualify? No, we didn't. Okay. So we don't out-qualify Daniel Kvyat. We don't lose out massively to him. We could still beat him. Here's what the team think of our performance. We managed to stay at 10 points, luckily. Let's go to the race.
The there's nowhere at all I'd rather be today than here at Hockenheim for the German Grand Prix. We have an incredibly competitive field this year, which means we should be in for a treat. And judging by the sea of people filling the grandstands, there's a fair-sized chunk of Germany that agrees with me. We're racing in the Rhine Valley this weekend at the home of many of the sport's finest competitors. The 2.8-mile Hockenheim ring requires precision through the technical stadium section and great raw speed down the long, flat-out curve towards the popular overtaking zone of the Turn 6 hairpin. Watch out for a lot of wheel-to-wheel action there today. And joining me on this journey today is Anthony Davidson. Now, Ant, it's the home race for Mercedes, so tell me from your perspective as a driver, does a team's attitude change for their home race? Obviously a home victory, particularly good marketing, you think, play on the national pride side of things a bit, but do you see that all come through at all?
Not really, to be honest. I mean, you do get a bit of a pep talk, I suppose. There's certainly somewhat of a raised sense of importance when it's the team's home race, but at the end of the day, we're all professionals. I mean, I want to win every race I compete in, and the teams want to win every race they compete in too. So the stakes are unbelievably high at this level. I mean, the effort is 100%, 24/7 all year round, whether it's your home Grand Prix or not.
This is our engine supplier's home Grand Prix. Let's give them a race worth watching.
With that then, let's run through the grid order. Nico Rosberg will start his silver arrow from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Vettel, Bottas, Daniel Kvyat, and Raikkonen, Sainz, Perez, Verstappen, and a Force India, Massa, Grosjean, Kevin Magnussen, and Button, Gutierrez, Alonso, Daniel Ricciardo, and Jolyon Palmer, Haryanto, and Nasser, Pascal Wehrlein, and Marcus Ericsson rounds off the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
So for the third or fourth time in a row, we're starting on intermediate tyres. I think it's the third time. But starting 10th on the intermediate tyres, let's go see what we can do. So here we are on the grid. We have 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Lights out and away we go. How's the start looking? Not looking too good. Carlos Sainz doesn't get a good getaway. He managed to take the Red Bull. Perez going pretty much off the track. Going to go try around this outside the first corner. We take P7. Now challenging Kimi Raikkonen for P6. Are we going to go up inside the turn 2? It looks like we're going to. We already have the move done. Down at the inside, Daniel Kvyat as well. He leaves us through. We move up to P5 at the end of Sector 1. Coming to the hairpin now, right onto the back of Bottas. We're going to try and get a better exit than him and try and challenge him. Try and get in a slipstream. As we now have a slipstream. Going from a little kink. We actually run wide. We carry too much speed going off the track. We don't manage to take P4, but we don't lose any positions luckily. On lap 2, coming onto the main straight. Right in the slipstream of Bottas again. We're going to try up his inside into the hairpin. We're going to try and dive bomb him. Under braking. Are we going to do it side by side of him? Force him wide a bit, take the apex, and it looks like we're going to get a better exit. We take P4. Coming down to the next corner now, under braking. We don't manage to nail the braking, we run wide, and Bottas takes 4th place back from us. So this could be a good fight. Obviously we are faster than the Williams, so I would expect to beat them, but this is looking like quite a good fight. Coming down to, I think, turn 8 now. And we carry too much speed again. We're really not comfortable under braking. We lose out to Raikkonen and Kvyat and go down. We actually lose out to Perez as well, go down to P8. So hopefully we can just get our head in the game, put in some consistent laps as we're all over the back of Sergio Perez. He's actually holding us up around the final corner. Coming down to turn 1 now. We carry too much speed again, narrowly missing the DRS sign. And now Carlos Sainz is challenging us. Going up or inside the turn 2, we're going to try and hold it around the outside, I would expect to. Carrying too much speed again, but we managed to hold up. Actually, we clip Carlos Sainz. I think he ran to the side of us and got sidepod glitched. Here's the replay, and yep, sidepod glitch for Carlos Sainz. Because of that incident, a virtual safety car is deployed, which won't really help us out too much as we have to stick to a delta. We can't really close up on Perez. But on the end of the lap, it lasted about 2 sectors. We're right into the back of Sergio Perez. He actually gets a pretty poor exit. We're going to try to go around its outside. This is not an overtaking opportunity to run onto the grass and lose momentum. As he gets a poor exit out of the final corner, we're in the slipstream. We're going to try and dive bomb into turn 1. This is going to be risky. We go for it. He leaves us the room but goes straight on. And we take P7 off him. Coming on to the final corner of lap 8 now. Not a lot has happened since we overtook Perez. We managed to increase the gap on him, but a couple cars are pitting. I think Vettel, that is, pitting as you move up to P6. Come on to the next lap now, lap 9. And 2 more cars are pit. There is Bottas and Raikkonen. So we move up to P4. I don't know why they're pitting, but I'll take the positions. Now come on to the final lap. Now I'm not even joking. Literally nothing happened at all. Absolutely nothing. As you see, we have a bit of fun just weaving over the finish line. We take P4. But absolutely nothing happened in the next 7 laps.
Brilliant stuff from Mercedes today. That's another historic win. And I have to wonder, Anthony Davidson, just what set them apart from the competition here.
Well, they clearly have a car that comes alive in the kind of conditions we were dealing with today. It's a very balanced package in the wet, and what that means is that the drivers have confidence to attack. And having that confidence gets you on the power earlier, it lets you brake later, and can put you a long way up the road.
And here are our podium drivers today after that excellent race. They've excelled here, as they so often do, and it's a well-deserved victory. Mercedes, then, are on top today.
So there you go, guys. P4 for us. Despite the result, a really boring race. Just nothing happening throughout. We don't manage to get our 4th podium in a row. Daniel Kvyat takes his, I think, 2nd podium in a row. So we're going to be losing to him in the rivalry. We might even lose it at this race. In the drivers, we remain in 6th place behind Daniel Ricciardo. Still beating Max Verstappen, so we're still looking strong in the drivers. In the constructors, Force India remain in 4th place, ahead of Toro Rosso and Williams, of course. But here are our resource points for the race. We actually get 100% clean lap bonus, so I think that's the first time I've done that. Here is the rivalry. I'm sure Kvyat is going to increase the gap on us unless we get fastest lap than him, which we do, so the rivalry is actually closer than I thought. Here's what the team think of our performance. I'm sure they will be happy. I'm sure we'll remain in 10 points. Yes, we will. But here we are with our upgrade. I think we're going to upgrade something else. We could upgrade the fuel efficiency or the chassis weight or the drag. I'm going to upgrade chassis weight because I think by the look of that, once that upgrade gets added, we will be will be faster than the Red Bulls. So that should come into effect at the Belgian Grand Prix. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. If you did enjoy, remember to smash the like button and subscribe if you're new around here. And until next time, guys, see ya.